Hey, so welcome to this short talk on the healing power of nature. I'd just like to give you like 12 little tips on how we can connect to nature more in our lives. Our modern lives have gone away from nature, and so we've become disconnected, and this has had effects on our mental health, our physical health, and our overall well-being as humans living here. Before we went into modern day societies, we were living very much on the earth, sleeping on the earth, cooking with the elements, with a real fire, with food. We didn't have fridges, refrigerators, and microwaves and things like this. So we were using fresh food, fresh, growing our own food, which meant we were in the earth with our hands, and really getting the benefits of the nature, the energy of the earth, and all the elements around us. And so I talk a lot about how we need to come back to realizing that the elements were made of the same 5 elements as our outside, as the environment. So we learn to come into a relationship with these elements within us and outside of us. So 12 tips on what we can do. The first one basically is to get out. Spend more time outside, get out of the house. You know, we've become so comfortable in our homes, and yeah, that's beautiful, but we really need to remember to spend more time in nature. The second tip, I would say, very simple, just get your shoes off. Get the shoes off and get your feet on the ground. There is a documentary called Earthing, which has scientists and doctors all proving that just having your feet on the ground and that earth energy coming in can help with inflammation, which causes many diseases. So this is something simple but very powerful that you can do. Take off your shoes. Number 3 is to wear organic material. So wear cotton, wear pure silk, wear things that are organic so that we can breathe, the skin can breathe, and we're not polluting the earth as well. Number 4, hug trees. This might be difficult if you're living in a city and you're going to work in your suit and you don't really want to hug a tree on the way to the tube station. But when you're out in nature and nobody's looking, you can hug the tree. And this is not a hippie thing, it's actually a scientific thing, because the energy of the tree will come into your body. Now in Japan, they have for sick people who are struggling with their health, they are sending them into forests, and it's called forest bathing. And so very powerful to be around trees. Number 5, grow your own food. Even if this means just having a little plant pot on your kitchen sink and growing some basil, in the window, so you can sprinkle it on your pasta. Like, grow your own food. Come back to that relationship with where things come from and the miracle of life, and how you can put a seed in the earth and it can turn into a tree or a plant that we can eat, and it's very fulfilling. Number 6, put plants indoors. So if you're living in a city or just somewhere where there's not many parks or countryside, you can bring the countryside inside. So you can get indoor plants, which are very healthy, and they can also reduce headaches and lower stress by having beautiful plants inside the house. Number 7, get rid of microwaves. Microwaves are not great for your health at all. They just zap all of the nutrients in the food. Of course, there's still some vitamins and minerals remaining, but they are taking away the life force of the food and the vitality of the food. So try to eat fresh. Here in Thailand, where I live, There never used to be fridges, and the Thais used to cook all the food fresh, and whatever was remaining, they just give it away. They put it back in the earth, or they give it to the animals. So this is a really healthy way of living. Storing things in the fridge freezer for months and then taking it out and microwaving it is not a good idea if you want to be vibrant and healthy and alive. Yeah, you are what you eat. So eat very vibrant food, fresh, organic if you can. Number 9. Fresh air and water. So go to places where you can really breathe the air. The quality of the air is very high, the oxygen, maybe mountains or into the countryside. And look into the quality of your water. So the water that we drink, is it dead or is it alive? And you can research online how to make your water more alive, how to bring the minerals back into your water, how to purify your water. So looking into the health of the water, the quality of the water is really important because we are 70% water, so it's very, very essential. The next one is get off technology. Yeah, so we spend so much time now on our phones, on our computer. Just try to manage that and get outside as well. And meeting up with friends, you know, doing things that don't require you being on your phone, having a massage, going to a yoga class, all these things where you can't use your phone. Silent time on your own where you're not distracted by technology or distracted by other people, just spending time alone, contemplating, maybe lying down under the stars at night and just looking up into the sky, contemplating the space and the incredible expansion of the planets and the night sky. I mean, it's amazing when we just take a moment to look up and remember where we are. Yeah, and that's all I have. I don't know how many that was. That was 12 on my list. Maybe you can use the ones that you found like easy to incorporate into your life, you know? Some that you're doing already, maybe some that you thought, that would be easy. I'll make maybe 3 more I can bring into my life. So I hope it's helpful, and thank you, and I hope you get back to nature.